got £87 million in the bank. I've got a Rolls Royce. I've got 3 stalkers. I'm about to go on the board at Manchester City. I'm part of the greatest band in the world. Am I happy with that? No, I'm not! I want more!
That was Noel Gallagher doing his best impression of you guys, because Hugo Ekitike is nearly a Liverpool player, but you want more. I can't do it, can I? Can't do it. It's been a while, hasn't it? I've not done a video for 2.5 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks. I've been off. I've been away. I've been doing things that aren't work, quite frankly, trying not to think about work. I went away on a stag do for my mate, shout out Elfie, went to Cologne, had many beers, also went away for my girlfriend's 60th. Wait, no, my girlfriend's dad's 60th. My girlfriend is not 60, although some of my mates may joke that I look about 50. I don't. Well, I don't think I do anyway, but my girlfriend is definitely not 60, but her dad is, shout out Dave. Now, we're here with a video, of course. It's a video, as you can see, and we're here to talk transfers. I'm going to try and keep this one quick because I've got places to be. As you can see, I'm still in the room that makes me look like I'm being held hostage because it's raining it's raining outside. It's not raining in my living room, but the noise is quite bad from the whatever noise rain makes. I don't know. Rain noise is quite bad. But we're here to talk about transfers. There's a few things on the agenda today, but as I say, places to be. We've got a flight later to Hong Kong for the Liverpool pre-season tour. Look forward to it. And if you subscribe to this channel, you will get daily videos. That's me promising to do daily videos. People may remember last summer, I wasn't on YouTube at that point, but I was on Twitter doing daily little videos, 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes here and there from, where was I? Pittsburgh, Philly, South Carolina. A few guest appearances in them. Talked you all through our nights out in Philly. But yeah, we'll be in Hong Kong from Tuesday until Sunday. Liverpool play AC Milan in Hong Kong on Saturday. And then I'll be flying over to Tokyo for the second leg of the tour, where Liverpool play in Yokohama on, I think, the Wednesday. So it's going to be a good tour. I've got a few days booked off as well. And I'll be staying out in Japan for a few days after that. But not my break won't be as long as this one, don't worry. I can only apologise for the lack of transfer updates. But if you've been following the channel for a long time, and I don't like what's the word, blow my own trumpet, but if you've been following for a long time, nothing that's happened over the last week is a surprise. Hugo Ekitike is a name that's come up time and time and time again on this channel. In anything that I've done, podcasts, videos, whatever, Hugo Ekitike has been a target for a long time. I think I first revealed that way back in about February or March, but now, as of Monday morning, the deal is done. £69 million plus 10 million in add-ons. Achievable. I'd say they're quite hard to achieve, similar to the Florian Wirtz deal, but for all intents and purposes, let's call it a £79 million deal, 6-year contract. Hugo is flying in. I don't know why I'm holding this mic. Why don't I just put it there? Anyway, looks a bit silly, doesn't it? But anyway, Hugo Ekitike, 6-year deal, flying into Liverpool tomorrow, Tuesday, to undergo medical. Richard Hughes is on the ground still in the UK, and he will be there to finalise that transfer, as will a few of the medical staff. And then the hope is for Hugo Ekitike to fly out to Hong Kong later in the week, probably later in the week at least. So I would just urge a bit of caution there. I'm not really expecting him to play in that game against Milan in Hong Kong. I just called him Milan. I feel like James Richardson on Channel 4 back in the glory years of Serie A. AC Milan, let's go with that. I wouldn't really expect him to play in that game. He probably will only have had a maximum of 2 training sessions under his belt by then. But the game against Yokohama F. Marinos in Yokohama, of course, maybe we'll see him. And then there's obviously the friendlies back at Anfield against Athletic Club. Again, just call him Bilbao, mate. But then going back to that Noel Gallagher video at the start, I'm 95% sure it was Noel. It might have been Liam. It was Noel. I'm a big Liam fan. I'm going to see Oasis in a few weeks, actually. Couldn't get tickets for Heaton Park, which has upset me, but I could get tickets for Wembley, and that will have to do. But stop rambling about Oasis and stag do's and other massive sessions that have been going on. You want more, as we said, and is more Alexander Isak? Well, is that likely to happen? Again, I don't know if you saw that, but I caught a fly in my hand, and then when I went like that, it flew out. Anyway, Isak is very well liked by Liverpool, as viewers of this channel will know for a long time. Liverpool want to do a deal for Alexander Isak, and that's why they inquired for him. Will they sign him? It's pretty much what I said last time I talked about this on the channel. It's not likely, but it's not impossible. They could do. They've already spent, what is it now, 250 odd million? Wirtz, Frimpong, Kirkes, Mamardashvili counts as this year, Ekitike, Pesci. There's a lot of money spent, so really, can they? Can they afford it? Will Newcastle budge? But what I said last time, the fact that Newcastle are so keen to push out the fact that they are not wanting to do a deal, so keen to push out the fact that they want a lot of money, means that they are a bit scared. And I think they are scared of Liverpool because Liverpool have the pulling power. And I think a lot of it will rest on Alexander Isak. Does he want to force through a move? One thing I would say, if it doesn't happen this summer, it doesn't completely rule it out for next summer, does it? And by that point, he will be a year older. And I would suggest his price tag will be a lot less than it is now. But at this current stage, the Isak deal is not completely kiboshed, or any potential deal, that is, I should say. The interest still remains, but it's I wouldn't say it's likely at this stage. There's no reason to suggest that it will happen. But the main thing is, it could happen, and it's not impossible. So there we go. The other one that I should probably cover is Rodrigo, Real Madrid winger, Brazilian forward. Well, I got a very interesting text about 10 days ago, actually, from a guy in Madrid who gave me some good details on the Trent to Madrid saga that ended up being true. And he said Liverpool are very keen on Rodrigo. And I think by this point we all know that that is the case, or that they're certainly keen, maybe not very keen. Maybe that's going too far. But again, it will depend on outgoings, which we should probably talk about as well in a minute. But there is an interest there. A guy I know knows Rodrigo's agent, and he's basically been telling people, yes, Liverpool are keen, but there's been no direct contact yet. Or this was what he told me a few days ago anyway. So it's one to keep an eye on, but nothing more than that at this stage. Obviously, the other one that people keep mentioning, Malick Fofana, again, same boat, one to keep an eye on, but nothing more than that at this stage. Can't really inflate the truth, even if it's what you guys would want to hear. I'm not sure what will happen with the forward line at this point, but what is definitely, or not definitely, what is definitely the case, maybe I should submit, yeah, definitely. What is definitely the case is that Luis Diaz's future at Liverpool seems very uncertain. Now, I don't know, 10 videos ago on here, I talked about the Barcelona interest, and I asked the question, is that the end of the saga? And I said, no, absolutely not. We've not heard the end of the story for Diaz this summer. He didn't play in that friendly against Stoke. I wouldn't read into that too much, but Bayern Munich, as far as I'm aware, are very keen, and they are readying to make a bigger, or a more official proposal to Liverpool to sign Diaz. They want him a lot. Vincent Kompany wants him a lot. And the hints are that Diaz wants out. I've not actually directly been told that by anyone, but I've seen the reporting. And it seems like Diaz does want out of Liverpool. So I would say it's more likely than not now that he does leave. But again, don't quote that if he doesn't. I don't think Liverpool are going to stand in his way if a massive offer comes in, but the offer does have to be massive, and Arne Slot is currently planning for the season ahead with him. But let's just see what happens if Bayern Munich come in. Sounds like Barca are out of the race now. We know the Saudi interest. I think Bayern's the most likely by far, and it does seem like he's heading for the exit. But there's a lot of if buts, and maybe in that. The same with Nunez. Scored 4 goals in 90 minutes so far this pre-season. So maybe he's come back with a point to prove. Does that mean he's definitely leaving still? It's still more likely than not, but it seems like the asking price Liverpool are setting on him, about 65 to 75 mil. It seems like clubs aren't willing to pay that. And realistically, if I was a club, I wouldn't be paying that either, based on his 3 seasons at Liverpool. But maybe they will. I don't know. But it's fair to say that Nunez's future is still uncertain. Who else is there? There is Federico Chiesa is not making the same journey as me to Hong Kong. He's remaining in Liverpool, or in the northwest of England at least, with apparently a minor knock. So there we go. It's back to where we were with Chiesa. It's just the round circle going round and round and round. You think he's finally got over his injury problems, and then bam, another one. Again, probably more likely than not that he leaves, but they can't all leave. This is what I want to stress, because, there's Ben Doak on the tour as well. There's interest in him. Does he leave? They've all got uncertain futures. And then there's a few other players on the tour that seem likely to leave. Harvey Elliott, that one should make some money for Liverpool. I think West Ham, as I said in the last video, are keen. A couple of other teams as well, both in this country and abroad. Tyler Morton in the same boat, really, with interest from around Europe. James McConnell, as I put a tweet out earlier, not on the tour. He's got a minor issue. But he, as far as I'm aware, he has signed a new 5-year deal, and he will be going out on loan this season. Ipswich, West Brom, Derby have posted an interest. German clubs as well, but that one seems a bit more unlikely, because I think they want an option to buy, and that underlines Liverpool's stance. They don't want to sell him because they like him, and they like him a lot. So that's a little wrap up of transfers, 11-minute video there. Jet lagged in Hong Kong with daily tour videos to look forward to. So if you want any topics answered, put them down below in the comments. Send me a message on Twitter, send me a tweet, and I will do my best to get back to you all. But have a lovely time. And also, if anyone's got any film recommendations for the 14-hour flight to Hong Kong, let me know, because I looked at them. Gladiator 2 is one of them. Not seen it yet, but I'm a massive Gladiator 1 fan. But I've heard bad things about Gladiator 2, so I'm maybe not going to watch that. But if you got any recs for the films or ways to keep myself entertained on the flight, maybe I'll just rewatch this video. But anyway, have a good day all, have a good week all. Enjoy the horrible weather of England as I leave you for the horrible weather of Hong Kong.